So, the police dog line analogy, revisited, coming right up. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to Conversation Logic Reason. As always, I'm going to say thank y'all for joining me today. So, as y'all know, I like to use analogies. I've said this before. I've used analogies before. And the reason why I like to use analogies, because it's a very easy way to help people to get understanding in something when they possibly don't get understanding, or even if they don't want understanding, which is so typical with the left. In a lot of ways, sometimes they just can't deny analogies. A lot of times these analogies would just have them stumbling and fumbling over themselves trying to defend against it. That's why I like to use them. And I want to revisit the police dog line analogy. And the reason I have to revisit this because these people, they're killing me. The people on the left, they're just killing me with their insanity and nonsense. As we know, when it comes down to black people, right? I've said many times that the most dangerous entity in America, on the face of this planet for black people, are other black people. Okay? They cry about police officers. Police officers kill a black person, they lose their mind. Even though evidence showed that the police officers had been innocent in something. I believe that Derek Chauvin was innocent in the whole George Floyd case. I believe that George Floyd killed himself when he ingested 3 times the lethal level of a drug. Okay, a drug that causes breathing problems. One of the known side effects of that fentanyl. But anyway, they're complaining about the police officer. The police officer, when a black person is killed by a police officer, they act like it's the worst thing in the world. They hype it up, make it worse than it actually is. And they have all these people believing that they're under attack from cops, even though I've always said that the going average of blacks being killed by police officers like 250 a year out of millions of black people and nearly 1 million cops. But black people committing mass crime around, you know what I'm saying? And on top of that, you have on average every year 4,000 to 7,000 blacks being killed by the hands of black people. Just recently, I believe in 2019, it was like 8,000, over 8,000. And of course, the COVID year, the number spiked down. But the going average, that's the going average. So, but black people, they cry about, the excuse that they use, one of the excuses that they use to try to cry about what police do, and ignore what we're doing to ourselves is this whole, well, police officers are trained. They're trained and they're held to a higher standard. They're trained public service and they are held to a higher standard. And they are. I agree. We do hold police officers to a higher standard, but there's no way, shape, or form, as I say, that 250 black people, most of which, overwhelming majority of which, completely justifiable, only a fraction are even questionable. There's no way, shape, or form that's equals to the 4,000 to 7,000 blacks on average that are killed by the hands of black people. That's insanity. Anyway, the police dog line analogy. Now, let's say that there's a police dog, the trained canine dogs that work with the police officers, right? Ask Richard Sherman this. Well, one of the dogs got lost in New York, and this dog was walking around in Central Park. Roman Central Park. Now, I've never been to New York. I don't know how big Central Park is, but I hear it's pretty big. I don't know how big it is in acres, but I hear Central Park is pretty big. And there's a lot of area and space for people can roam and I guess get lost or whatever. I've never been there. But this trained dog killed one person. Now, the reason why the forensics know this is because they track the bite marks, and it's basically the bite marks of that particular breed of dog that's missing. So they conclude, okay, it's the dog that did it, right? Now, let's say there was also a lion escaped from the zoo in New York and was roaming Central Park, right? Now, this lion killed 12 people. And the reason why they know this, again, forensics look at the bite marks, look at the damage, and they will say that, this is synonymous of a lion attacking a person. So they concluded that this is that lion that's roaming Central Park. Now, if you were a citizen of New York, or you were the team of people that takes the Central Park to go roam and find both the lions and the animals, what would be your greatest concern? Well, obviously, the biggest concern would be the lion, because the lion killed 12 people compared to the one person killed by the dog. And the average person could defend themselves from a dog. You know, an average man more than likely could probably defend himself from a dog. You have no defense against a lion. You know, you could defend yourself from perhaps maybe a 150-pound dog, maybe a 100-pound dog. It's kind of, excuse me, or it'd be kind of hard to defend yourself against a 400-500-pound lion that can drag 1,500 pounds. You know, it's a different story. So obviously the lion is a greater danger. However, based upon the leftist narrative, racist narrative of held to a higher standard because police officers are trained, well, according to them, the dog should be worse. Why? Because the dog is trained. This is a trained police dog that's trained to work right along police officers in the canine division. So by that logic, the dog should be held to higher standard. We shouldn't even be concerned about the lion. Black people, the leftists in Central Park, shouldn't be concerned about the lion. They should be more concerned about that guard dog, that dog, because it's trained. Of course, you know they wouldn't, because the idiocracy and stupidity has its limits. You can see all that foolishness. I guarantee you, if they were in Central Park, all of these leftists, all these racists, all these brainwashed blacks, they would see that the police officers are held to a high standard. So we're going to worry about the police officers more. Guarantee you, if they were in Central Park or near that area, they will be more worried about that lion than the dog. We know all that. We all know this. These people are full of crap. Anyway, this analogy, use it, because I guarantee you this will destroy any of these held to high standard arguments. There's no argument that people can give to justify worrying about the police officers and ignoring what we as blacks do to ourselves. But this is one of the, this whole held to higher standard is one of the excuses that they use to try to justify that, and it's easily destroyed. But I say y'all take this analogy and use it, because they will be befuddled. It will be befuddled and fumbled trying to explain it away, as they always are, because the argument is just, for the most part, doesn't make any sense, and it's all emotional. And when you apply logic, when logic has a collision with emotion, a logic is going to win. And at least when it comes down to the factual argumental side. Now, the emotional is probably not going to win them over, but you don't give a damn about the emotion, because facts don't give a damn about feelings. Anyway, y'all, the police dog line analogy, take it and use it. And as always, y'all, until next time.